Hi guys, it's Layla here, and welcome back to another Mental Health Monday with the CCS. To start off today's video, we are going to be talking about life after sports and the balance of being a student athlete. Since we've been doing our life after sports features on our Instagram, if you haven't seen them yet, make sure to go check them out. But as we continue it, we want to make sure that we're focusing on emphasizing the balance of being a student athlete, but also being a student. Today, I'm going to be sharing 5 different tips on ways to keep that balance in your lifestyle while possibly playing a sport, maybe transitioning out of a sport, but still making sure you're keeping up with both sides of it. Starting off, I wanted to just say that college athletes are more than just athletes. They're also students, also human. We experience all the same things. I just want to keep that to let everybody know that we all go through the same struggles. One thing is trying not to over-identify within your sport. Sports can be something that we rely on when maybe we're stressed, when we have a lot of things going on. It might be our outlet for something that we enjoy doing, but also there can be some aspects that might be a little bit too much when we go too far into our sport. Maybe we're overworking ourselves, we're overplaying the sport, and now we have further things like injuries happening. Maybe we're spending too much time on the court and now it's hard to get away from the court. It might be hard to come on the court now because we're a little bit tired more than usual, because we're putting in a little bit too much, and we always have to set boundaries for ourselves to know our limits and when we should stop. Being a student athlete is something that you can do and participate in. It shouldn't be your full identity. You should be able to have some different things that you're able to identify yourself with other than being a part of your sport. Think about some things like who you are outside of your field. Are you participating in organizations and clubs that are happening on campus? Are you part of different things like student council or student government? Do you have some passions that relate nothing to athletics? Number 2 is to think about the student and student athlete. Think about the intellectual conversations that you have with other maybe professors. It might be different teachers that you have, maybe some different departments that aren't even aligning with your major, but you've had those conversations with people that can give you valuable connections that can help you maybe with jobs, future careers, internships, different experiences like that. Those all play a part in you making sure that you're also having your student experience as well as you're having your student athlete experience. Number 3, having mental burnout and feeling a little bit overwhelmed when you have a lot of things on your plate. A lot of things that happen with student athletes is that they hold themselves to a specific standard that sometimes might not be attainable, and you might go through burnout when you're trying to overwork yourself, maybe overplay your sport, and do too many things to be more than you have to be because you feel like it's something that you have to do in order to find a space for yourself. When you take away that part of identifying yourself specifically as just an athlete, you're able to analyze yourself better, to realize you're more than an athlete. Athletics might be something that you love to participate in, but you have other qualities within that, and you can find confidence within that. You can find ways to build yourself up, because this isn't just one thing that can 100% affect who you are. Number 4, there are some mindful habits that you can participate in to just find different ways to reconnect yourself to everyday life and kind of just ground yourself in a way. There are different things like journaling. You might like meditation, you might like coloring. There are different things like if you like playing games, if you like listening to music. Music might be your way of just decompressing and forgetting about the different things of the world. Audiobooks are a good thing, or if you like reading books. Working out in different ways. If you like something like yoga is something that can definitely decompress the mind, where you're not really thinking about the moves that you're doing in a way that you would be in a more competitive way, such as in your sport, but rather you're finding time to just find quietness and take time to analyze yourself, analyze your body, analyze the things that you're feeling, and you're able to just reconcile with those feelings. Number 5 is finding different ways to redefine success. Success for one person isn't the same for success as another person. Success for a team might not be the same as success for an individual. We all have to set our goals and find different ways that we can accomplish our goals. Sometimes winning isn't always a success for everybody. It might be a win that didn't really require a lot of effort, but a loss that took a lot of effort, that you all played a hard game, that could mean a lot more and be a lot more successful than a win where not really much was put into it. Personal growth can be a part of success, as there are different goals that you want to set. If you want to set maybe some physical goals, mental goals, emotional goals, there can be all different parts of how you are working and analyzing yourself in not just your sport, but your day-to-day life. Success can be defined as passing a test, maybe completing your homework for a day. It doesn't have to be anything overly attainable, but just make sure it's attainable to you. Some things that you think might be a big goal or a big accomplishment, it doesn't have to be a big goal or big accomplishment for other people, because we're ultimately doing these things for ourselves to help better ourselves, to also help better other people around us. So, in order to define yourself more than being just an athlete, I want to challenge you to answer the following question. If you had to describe yourself without mentioning your sport, what would you say? Thank you guys for tuning in for Mental Health Monday with the CCS. I'm hoping to see you guys next month for another Mental Health Monday. Bye guys.